Hello everyone, and welcome back to another speeddraw. I'm your resident color theorist, Dear Darling Honeyboy, and today I've decided to make a character based on a color palette. So without further ado, roll the tapes. So, I generated this little color palette just by using one of those, you search color palette generator online, and that's where you get it, I rolled a bunch of them just to see if anything struck inspiration, but I think this one was one of the first ones I rolled, and so this was the one that struck gold, struck me with inspiration. All of the color palettes you get from those sites are just kind of like light and pastel-y. I guess it's because you're supposed to have it on walls and shit. I don't know. But I was like, okay, we're gonna settle. I already knew from the beginning that I was like, I want to make some kind of alt girl. I went in with that mindset. And so I did. You can see this lovely girl start to appear on screen. I really wish I could have come up with more lore about her, but I feel like with OCs like this, you need to have two in a bonded pair to truly make some lore, some story. But it became this sporty unhinged girl. I wanted some attitude, and I wanted some I had a vague pose in mind. It was more extreme perspective wise than the one I ended up with. But it has the spirit. It ended up being more POV, you're about to be kicked in the face by a slightly unhinged alt girl. And if you're into that, congratulations. And if you're not, too fucking bad. But I got the idea that I wanted her to have spiky teeth and stuff. So I was like, okay, we're just gonna animate her up. We're just gonna make this into an anime girl. In the beginning I was like, how the fuck do I animate? It became, for people who don't know, I'm severely impacted by this niche shoujo called Servamp. It became very Servamp. It haunts me. I can't get away from it. I gave her long manicured nails for some reason. Maybe it's the spikiness or something. And you can see I did this little I just blotted out a little figure of what I wanted, just using the colors, since that's my starting off point. She is not too dissimilar from another OC I have, but it's okay to have a type if it's a good type, if it's correct. Okay, I will defend this. I've been really into drawing alt girls as of late. I don't know how alt she became, but I feel like she got it. She got the vibe. I know I wanted to have some kind of symbol or something on her shirt. I considered having a star theme, but then I realized that when I did that, I was like, that reminds me of some fucking character. What character has that, a pink shirt with a star? Oh, it's Steven Universe or something. I was like, oh, we can't do that. So I went with a triangle instead, and I think it ended up nice. I needed to have that spiky, it's just character design, intense, all of that stuff. So that's why I went for the triangle. Doesn't mean anything to me. Doesn't mean anything to me. Not even important. Don't know. I went and asked a friend of mine what should I name her, and he pointed out to me that her color scheme it reminded him of watermelon, and so I was like, ooh, I'm gonna look up watermelon variations, and I got two ones that really scratched my brain, and it's Jubilee and Sugar Rush. and I didn't really know which one to use. So I'll give it up to you. Do you think it's a Jubilee, or do you think she's a Sugar Rush? I think Sugar Rush is pretty fun because, you know, the sporty thing. It's not like normal names. I'm super into cyberpunk conceptually right now. So it's more like a handle or a street name. Maybe Jubilee sounds like it could be a name. But you know what I mean. I have a really hard time coming up with like lore and stuff about this girl because I don't know what setting she is in, right? There's some world building that has to happen there. Especially with like the teeth. It's like, is it cosmetic? Isn't she just built like that? I concluded that she has to be doing some kind of sport. But I was very torn on, like, what? At first I thought Taekwondo because she looks like she's gonna kick you in the face. But I feel like she could also do some kind of running sport, or, like, volleyball. But that's just because, you know, the shorts I gave her. You know, I can be a bit of a degenerate. I'm allowed. But I feel like the watermelon theme is very fun. I thought, like, oh, she feels like she would, like, chew gum a lot. But that would be very funny with how her teeth are shaped. I don't know if she can do that. Fun gimmick anyway. I love her design. I think she's just the best girl ever, and I love her. Of course you had to give her fingerless gloves, okay? And the spiky teeth, and the pointy tongue, and the big ponytails, like the pigtails. It kind of looks like she has some kind of tracksuit, but it also looks mismatched. I don't know. And also I have to give her like I don't know, it's not knee-high socks, but almost. It's just character design. It's character design, but I can't explain it. I've been thinking about doing like how to draw things or like things like that, but like a lot of the things I know in theory, I just don't use in practice because I just don't think about it. But if you'd like me to show you how I do something, you can, for sure. In the beginning, I was like, am I gonna add a color? Am I gonna change something about the color palette? The only thing I actually changed with it in the end was that I made it more saturated. I could have made it even more saturated, I feel like, but it kind of messed with like the colors in a major way if I did. So I didn't. I just like little special stuff I did for it was just like just some deeds if you're interested. I made the line art like a pretty like severely lighter color, except for her eyes and mouth. But that was because like I felt it good that it would be more intense and it would like pull your attention to her face more. I also gave her like a slight. I gave the shadows a slight outline on one side, like it's rim lighting, but not really. Did like some little anime tricks. I learned from looking from style studying Servamp that one time for the Draw Detective speeddraw that I did. It's like adding a gradient from like the hair down, and then I just made a gradient from down up on the ponytails for some reason. I can't explain why I did that. I would really like to expand on this girl's lore, but I feel like we have to make her a friend first, and figure out like is she a cyberpunk? Is she something else? What do they have powers in this universe? Is she just built different? Does she just look like that? I don't know. Very setting ambiguous, this girl. I think we're gonna explore that, you know what I mean? If there's something I'm good at, it's yapping about OCs. So, you know, maybe this will be my niche. Let's see. How niche can I possibly be? Let's see. For the background, I was like not sure what I was gonna do, and I was like really at the end of the process, and I felt like, oh, I don't feel like doing this right now, so I just like sat down and I did that after. So, you know, you don't see that part of the process, but like I downloaded a lot of fonts, a lot of like punk / graffiti ass motherfucking fonts. You can see that I tried with like some blue and pink shapes in the background of her at first. And the blue became really fun, but I kind of felt like it was too distracting as well. So I just went with a lighter shade of that yellow. I did a version that says Jubilee and one that says Sugar Rush. This piece took me, drumroll, 9.5 hours, excluding like the thing I did off camera, so maybe it took me like closer to 10 hours. It's long for like how it's been as of late. I'm not mad about it, and I did it in like 3 sittings, so I didn't feel like it took as much time as it apparently did, because I felt like the line art and stuff went pretty fast. I feel like everything went pretty fast, but apparently it didn't. In the end, I'm obviously very happy with it. I like the tune she got. I like the style. It became like the combination of like small shapes and big shapes. You know, it's appealing. It's appealing to me. Also, the combination of like just like round and spiky, and how the shapes. I like the shapes of it. I'm in love. I'm in love with the shape of her. It didn't like become as extreme and dynamic pose-wise as I thought in the beginning, but I feel like it does its job, you know. I think it could be better, but it could definitely be worse. When it comes to that, maybe if I would have pushed like and it did some movement-y stuff in the background, it would have translated better. I really enjoyed how her hand turned out. I feel like I'm learning doing the less square fingers. And drawing nails. I managed to animate, but I without copying exactly something. I managed to animate. That's a great sentence. The way I used the colors I was given, I feel like is nice. The clothing either being green and green or pink and white. But yeah, in general, like, I'm happy with the design. I'm happy with the piece. The only thing is that I would like it to be more extreme and more dramatic. And with that, we're done. So thank you for watching all the way to the end. I really hope you enjoyed watching me draw this lovely girl. My lovely girl. If you did, I would really appreciate if you leave me a like and a subscribe. It's always greatly appreciated. And comment whether her name should be Jubilee or Sugar Rush. I would like to see your verdict. If you want more of me, I stream on Twitch a lot. But always every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 8 p.m. Central European Time. You can watch the VODs of those streams on my VOD channel, Dear Darling Honeyboy Games. Because that's what I do on Twitch. For some reason, ended up like that. Whoops. I have a Tumblr where you can see all of my art, including the other alt girls I do draw. Sometimes I do alt girls. And it's more or less the only social media I'm active on. I have a Patreon where you can get all the drawings from my videos as high-res PNGs. So if you want Jubilee or Sugar Rush on your wall, you can. There you can also get access to my comic, see sneak peeks of upcoming video drawings. If you're the highest tier, I will draw you a doodle commission every month on stream. You can now also join the Discord for free. It's a great way to stay up to date on my stuff, get announcement when I last minute stream, and hang out with the other fellas who like what I do, especially my darling Patreons. Thank you to Erik Mellestal and Celestial Saturn for being just the dearest of darlings. And until next time, cheers. God, it's a rambling. It's the remix. That's pretty good. Did we get it? You get it in one. I'll do it two. Do it in two. Get it in one, do it in two. And today, I've decided to get wee woos in the background. Wee woo, wee woo. In the end, I'm the. In the end, I'm the. I ask thee. There's a lot of like process stuff I can comment on, but I decided that that's not what we're doing this video. Oh, hopefully I'm good in screen this entire time. Not like. Stop fucking around. Do the outro. I have Tumblr. I need to have this on record. It's Sunday. People are not supposed to work on Sundays. Especially not the construction guys outside my home. But guess what happened the second I sat down to record? I'm losing my mind. Like, it's personal. It's personal at this point. I swear to God. I'm losing my mind.